everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I am really excited to be filming this video because this is going to be a different type of planner that I'm going to be sharing with you. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this planner on my feed. Because I recently shared a little bit about my 2021 summer planner system. So I am using, actually for the summer, I am using a notebook. So this notebook is a Wonderland 222 planner. And this is completely different to anything that I have used before. And I actually dabbled into kind of like the notebook system when I switched from using my daily inserts in my A5. So I've always daily planned. So it was really easy for me to just kind of like switch back and forth between different ways of daily planning. So I've been daily planning for the entire year in my A5 rings. And then I kept seeing the Hobonichi planners and the Stalogy planners, and I was really intrigued, but I wasn't really convinced or sure if I was gonna like it because of the paper. So it does have a very specific type of paper. It's called the Tomo River paper, and it is a very thin type of paper. So I decided to just go on Amazon and purchase one of the Stalogy notebooks and see if I liked the paper. And that is when I received my first Tomo River paper notebook, and it was the A6 notebook, and I started using it for daily planning and I loved it. So I have been daily planning in this notebook for over a month now. And then with my friend Nora, we kept seeing on Instagram the Wonderland 222 planner. And that is a whole planning system in one notebook. And it has, I'll show it to you, but it just, quick overview. It has yearly, monthly, weekly, and it has some note pages that can be used as dailies too. So we decided to try it out. And I purchased the planner, and it is actually, it doesn't come with the cover. Both of my covers are purchased separately. They are both from Gillio, and I just like to keep the notebooks in a different, in a leather cover to protect it, and because I don't know, I like the way it looks, so it just makes it feel, I like the way it feels in my hand. So this is the notebook. I did buy the vinyl cover for it, again, to protect the notebook itself, and I did cover it up. So it is black. I wish I would have filmed this before so you could see, but I'm sure that if you go on Instagram or here on YouTube and you search Wonderland 222, you'll find a lot of people that have shared the actual cover. But they have, so the company has 3 different colors. They offer black, pink, and like green teal color. I went with the black just because I felt that it goes better with everything. So I'm just gonna walk you through my planning system for the summer, which basically is the Wonderland 222 planner alongside my daily Stalogy notebook. But for this video, I'm just gonna focus on the Wonderland 222 notebook. So if that is something that you wanna see, stick around. Okay, so I have my planner in B6 Apunto. It's a Gillio Apunto cover. And the way that I've set it up is I've placed here the stickers that I use the most. I've placed these cards, actually, they are the AM, PM routine cards from Panduh. And I've just placed them here as little reminders to make sure that I'm on task with my AM and PM routine. Eventually, I do want to fill them out, but I think that they just look cute in the pockets, and they're just a great reminder for me. And then I have my May 2021 card from Sesavi, and then I have the page flags that I love from Panduh, and these are the ones that I actually used to label the months in this planner, because this planner, it is a 2021 complete year planner, but it has the dates here. It doesn't have tabs. So as you can see here, I went ahead and I just did sticky tabs and little page flags, and then I used the Paper Panda Clear monthly, the abbreviated forms, and just you know, labeled the tabs. So I really love the way it came out, and I did add my own cover just to make it a little bit more personalized. And this is the 2021 is a freebie from Evie Mill Inc. And then the background, it is one of the dashboards that I have available in my Etsy shop, Eat, Pray, Plan Designs. So I just printed out the 2021 on vellum and then this on regular printer paper, and I just covered the notebook, kind of like old school style, like we used to do when we were in school that we would just cover our notebooks. So that's how I did it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so then here the inside, I have sticky notes for quick notes, and then a picture of my boys and my husband, and then here just a little journaling card that says, "You give life to what you give energy to," and this is such a good reminder for me, so I just really wanted to have it front and center in my planner. Okay, so then let's get talking into the planner itself. So like I mentioned before, this is a Wonderland 222 yearly planner for 2021. It is a book bound, as you can see, and it is the Tomo River paper, the one that they use. So this is a very thin paper, and there is ghosting. So let me show you here. So there is ghosting when you write in it. So at the beginning, like I was saying, I wasn't really convinced and I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I went ahead, I ordered another notebook with the same paper on Amazon, and I really liked it. So I just went in and I bought the planner. And the way that this planner is sectioned out, it's very minimal, but it's very intentional. So first you have a key, and here in the key, you can just use this section to write down maybe the highlight colors that you're gonna use and what you're gonna use them for, kind of like the bullet journal system, the little arrows, the X's, and just the way that you're gonna note things in your planner so you can refer back to it. And then I am really excited for the index. I've never used a bullet journal system, so this is all kind of new to me. But the index, you can, because these pages are, they are numbered, you can just create here little sections and put down, for example, jumping a little ahead here, I marked here May for this section of my notes pages, so I will just do May, page 216, all the way to wherever I end with May, and I'm gonna write it here in the index. So then if I wanna refer to something from May, I don't have to flip through all the pages. I can just go here and see the index. So I am really excited about using an index in my planning system. And then it has here 2020 and 2021, the calendar, and 2022 and 2023. Oh, it has all 4 years. So it has a whole overview. I don't really need to use this right now, so it's just there. I just put a little sticker here just to know what year we're in. And then this is the first section that I'm using. So this is a 2021 yearly spread, and I am using it to track my workouts and my cycle, because I feel that the space that they give you here, it's not a lot. So I didn't want to, you know, be worried about writing stuff. I'm just using a highlighter to mark the days that I've worked out. So I use that section like that. This section is a little bit up in the air for me because I am using this planner for the summer. So I am gonna commit to this system for the 3 months, because once summer starts in our family and in our homeschool, my planning kind of changes. So that is something that I also want to say, is that I've come to realize that for me, planning is fun. Planning is my hobby, but it also helps me be productive. And part of it being fun and a hobby is that I have learned to be flexible with my system, meaning that I already know what works in a planner for me, and I already know what I need in a planner. So it's very easy for me to switch if I need something different for a different season of life, and that is what summer is for me right now. So I think that I'm gonna use this section for summer planning. So to plan out our events, our play dates, any movies that I want to watch with the kids. So I'm going to focus all that here. So that's why I wrote down a little sticky note with homeschool so I can just jot down a few ideas. But this is really cool because it's divided into the 4 quarters, and you can just use this section for anything really. You can use it again to track your exercise. You can use it to track finances. I initially thought that I was going to use it to track my Bible reading, but I just didn't feel that it belonged here. I wanted it in my journal, so I just didn't do that. But there's the possibilities are endless to use these calendar sections. And then you have here all the way till December. And then you get into the tracker section. So these planners actually start in November 2020, but since I just purchased it, I actually started using it in May. So the previous months are empty, but it includes the entire year. And this is how I am using it here for May. So I have just added a couple of things that I want to keep track. And these are things that I had been tracking in my weekly layout in my A5. So as you can see, I haven't really like reinvented the wheel as far as my planning system. I've still been able to adapt the things that I like to track and the things that I need to use and need to have in a planner from my A5 to this B6 notebook. So I really like the way that these trackers are laid out here. And then we get into the meat of like the dated portion of the planner. So like I mentioned before, it does start in November, but let me go here. Let's see. I've just set it up very simple. I'm not gonna, add a ton of things. The only thing that I have added are these dashboards to separate the months. So these are section dashboards that I created, and they are available on my Etsy shop. I only have available volumes number 1 through 6. So the way that I'm using it is 1, January, 2, February, 3, March, April, May, June. So I still need to create July through December and add them in. But I have added for January and for February, I've added another one here. So it just divides the end of the month with the beginning of the month. And then for March, same thing. So it has the review at the end of the month and then an overview at the beginning of the following month, which I like. I'm excited to use those for May. Then this is the dashboard for March. And then, for April. And then we get into May. So this is how I'm using this planner in May. So I've separated the months and I started writing down here. I'm using the May overview, kind of like a goal pre-planning section. So week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, important dates that I need to keep in mind, things that I want to get done that week, time-sensitive things. And then here, I've divided it into 4 sections. So let me show you a blank one. So here, it's divided into 2 columns, but the middle line is very faint. So you can just write all the way down, all the way across if you wish to. And here it has 4 boxes. So again, the lines are really faint, so it doesn't really bother me. And it just allows you the flexibility to use them as columns or just as, boxes. So there's 4 of them. So I have chosen faith, homeschool, home management, and personal. So big, like 4 areas that I want to focus on this month, and I've just written down a few things, goals, or things that I want to accomplish in those areas. And then here, let me check. Okay, so here I've just used it as a monthly calendar. So I've just plugged in the things that are happening this month. And then I've used, so the weekly layout, let me show you an empty one. The weekly layout is a vertical hourly layout. So it has it is grid. I didn't mention it, but you know, in case you can't really see on camera, it is a grid layout, and it has here three rows here, and then it has 7 through 21 because it is military time, and then it has here sections for to-dos. So I played around a little bit with the layout at the beginning of the month, and I was using it to journal, but because I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to using this planner for my actual plans and tasks, but after journaling for 2 weeks, I decided that it was just too much back and forth between my A6 personal journal, because I do have that, and I was going to use this more as like a memory keeper, but it was just became overwhelming. So I'm like, forget it, I'm going to stick with what works for me. So I just kept all my journaling in my A6 journal, and then I started playing around with it as a actual planner for this week. So this is how I've kind of you know, started planning in the week, and I think it works out really well for me. Again, it's a layout that I'm used to using. I have the very similar layout in my A5, so it doesn't really affect me to just move on to a different system and size. Okay, so it does have all the way to December. And then at the end, it has some notes sections. So it has, I want to say 75 pages of notes, but these note sections are pretty cool because you can either use them as notes or you can use them to daily plan. So I was playing around with it when I first got it, and I made this one into a daily plan page, and it worked out great. But again, I use this to daily plan because this is the one that I use in my purse, so I didn't want to be, you know, double dipping and daily planning into different things. So I just decided to use these for notes. So I've just started to do a few different lists. This is my brain dump for the month. So what I'm going to do is the first page for each month is going to be just like a running to-do list of things that just come up, and I want to either get them done right from this page or move them on to a specific day in the week. And then here I have just some YouTube ideas, and then I am putting together a summer basket for the boys, so I'm gonna write down the ideas here and then keep going. And it has a section here to date it, but I don't use it. I just, you know, use little stickers and use like a little title. So, you know, you can use this section however works best for you. And that is one of the things that I really like about this planner, is that the way that it's put together, it gives you a lot of freedom to kind of make it work for you. So in the back, I've just kept the stickers that I'm using this week. I like to pick out at the beginning of the week like the color scheme and just the little icons that I'm going to be using, and use that the entire week in my weekly and dailies. That way I'm not overwhelmed with all the stickers. And then I have here some dots also and some dewdrops. And then this cover has a big back pocket, but I don't really use it. So that is how I'm using the Wonderland 222 planner for the summer in my planning system. I'm really enjoying it, and I just like having the flexibility if I get bored with a planner or if I'm in a little planner funk, just to kind of switch things around. And I think that this notebook is gonna work out really well for me. I don't know, who knows? I might fall in love with it and keep going a couple of more months past the summer, or I might go back to my A5. I don't know, I'm just, testing it out. I'm really loving it. So it is working out really great for me. And I wanted to share with you how I am using it. So this is my summer setup for the Wonderland 222. And then I am also using my A6 Stalogy for daily planning. Okay, you guys, well, this is my video for today. I hope I was able to share with you some useful information. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would be happy to help, and I will catch you on my next video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and healthy. Bye.